Hi, it's another great day on Route 66. I'm in the town of San Jon, New Mexico. Beautiful September day. This is our Route 66 right here, known as Main Avenue. And to my right, to the east, that's the town of Glen Rio. And this way, you're going to find Tucumcari. So in 1926, this was a dirt road all the way from Glen Rio. In the early 1930s, the federal government began improving all the roads and the bridges and paving, straightening out Route 66. By the end of 1937, the entire stretch here was paved. In 1946, this town had 250 people, gas, garages, 2-quart motels, cafes, small hotel, and some stores. There's a center where cowboys can come for Saturday night relaxation. This guy here is our first stop. He's called the Circle M Motel. He's probably built around 1945, owned and operated by Mr. and Mrs. Hoytfeller. Anyway, a whole bunch of old cars parked in front right now, so you can't get a real good look. Probably built around 1945, right? L-shaped layout, one-story gabled roof. Except the wings of the motel were a little higher than the central units. Now it's kind of like a big salvage yard. Right here, got these large vertical yellow block letters. Says motel right up front. Down the street, we're going to visit the San Jon Motel, which is a sister motel of this one. See how it's all kind of torn up? It used to have buildings all up and down the left, all up and down the right here of our beautiful Route 66. See, it's all kind of barren right now. It used to be really hopping. In 1902, the town was formerly established by the cattle ranchers along this whole street here, all up and down Main Avenue. We find all sorts of structures and businesses. There's a San Jon Mercantile, real estate offices, provision store, drugs, groceries, and dry goods. In 1904, the railroad came through. 1906, the first post office was established. 1926, of course, was Route 66. And then Interstate 40 in 1981 kind of destroyed our little town for the most part, but it's still a great community to live in. People love it here. Here we have our second motel, the San Jon Motel. It's also owned by Mr. and Mrs. Hoytfeller, and it looks a lot like the Circle M we just looked at. Built in 1946. It's great condition right now. I think they're still open. Are the rentals. It's got this L-shaped layout, single story, single gabled roof. Extends over the walkway between the rooms. And this classic neon sign here. Yellow boxes with the black letters spelling out motel. The sign lights up today to welcome you to this beautiful location. So across the street from the San Jon Motel, this whole vacant area, this was the G&E Modern Quartz. It's probably built in the 1930s, maybe earlier. It had individual box-style rooms. Used to have a neon sign on a pole right up front. It was torn down a long time ago. We'll take a look at this building next to it though. It's another old gas station we have. Not sure what brand, maybe a Chevron, Mobil, Conoco. Got a cinder block building, oblong box style. Used to have a stucco finish on it. Here we have the office on the left. 2 windows on each side. One's all busted out there. It's got that aluminum panel on the front. We got 2 single bay garages on the right. It has this great angled window between the garages. That's pretty neat. He's got this canopy here. It was short. It's held up by these 2 steel poles. It's got these curved edges right up there. That's pretty bitchin'. It's got the little blue ribbon on the edges. It's typical of our 1940s gas stations. This is gorgeous. Here we have an old abandoned pump. It looks like a Talkheim 39 short model gas pump. It's typical of 1938 to 1958. The outer body's missing here. You look at the little hole right there. See the top of the pump and the numbers that spin around. Used to have a glass globe on it too, as well. Anyway, used to have a thing right here that displays the flow of the gasoline as it goes into your car. This little Talkheim 39 short model gas pump. Wow, this place is great. Auto parts. This angled section here, it comes out to the garages instead of being squared off like a oblong icebox style. You see as well, this side's got a little bit of work to do on it. Over here, this is the County CoOp building. It says beads and seeds. How about that? It's got all sorts of farm equipment supplies. Established in 1947, it's authorized to handle everything from gasoline, other fuels, motor oil, grease, tires, batteries, lots of automobile accessories. Here's got lubrication. This used to be the door, right, for the service area, of course, and it comes out and it's slanted up and straightens out. Beautiful, beautiful, big pane glass windows there, feed and seed. Okay, next to our co-op building, we have some beautiful prickly pear cacti. This guy here, not sure what he is, kind of a mystery. Looks like a merchandise store, could be anything. But on the side here, it says a studio. So maybe it was repurposed at one time, but take a look at this. It's rather in disrepair. Oh, broken up in here. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, I can't go inside there because it's not very safe. A bunch of broken glass here. Anyway, just amazing. Wow. Take a look in here. Looks like somebody was living here at one time. Right, we got a couch and a TV. Here we have a little projection screen and some little girl's room with some little girl toys. It's all busted out in the back. Little mercantile store. Across the street here from this little mercantile building, all this vacant lot used to be some stuff, but here was a gas station. I'm not really sure what brand, but you can see right here the abandoned gas pump island right here. We've got a pump and where the pump would be, dispensing, electrical, little gas station right on the corner here. Across the street, this place with the big wooden shoe here. This is the world's largest flip-flop. The San Jon Yacht Club little antique store. This whole area used to be a Texaco station. It's all torn down. It's a Type C version. Used to be out in the mid-1930s, cinder block, one-car garage, pump island in front. Anyway, we used to have a pole sticking out of the ground. It's a Texaco because of the horizontal roof extensions and rounded corners. Now looking west down Route 66, I got an old photograph for you. On the left is a G&E Modern Quartz. We have the Sinclair station and garage, the co-op building, the Texaco star on a pole. There's even a Shamrock way at the end. Lots of garages and gas stations on both sides of the street. And way down on the right at 4th Street is the old Western Motel. So I believe this whole vacant lot here, this was the location of the Flying V Motel. It's kind of lost in all the mix and the shuffle. But anyway, nobody really knows exactly where the Flying V Motel was. It was a white brick office in front. Had a line of one-story flat rooms on the sides. Beautiful neon sign up front. Steel posts that formed a V. And at the top are spread out bird wings with the words motel and vacancy. And that fellow, I believe, was right inside this lot right here. So before we cross over, here's the foundation and the footing, I believe, for the Flying V Motel. So one building set out this way, kind of perpendicular to Route 66. There's another building on the front that's parallel. Down here, you see the little brickwork down there. It's pretty cool. You see the footing right here. See this? Right there, and some of the foundation. Anyway, you got to use your imagination when you look at these old relics that are no longer here anymore. But that building, we know what that was. That's a tavern. It's a brick building, large glass, brick windows. On the edge here, on those rounded corners right there, little streamlined, modern, rounded look there. And there's a mural on the west side. Over here, one of our local hero kids. I'll show you real fast as I cross over Route 66. This is looking east down Route 66. And here we have our mural. It's called the Broken Chain Memorial Mural. Gives homage to a young man. We have Brandon Robert Seville. He's a little local boy and he passed away a bit early in life. Anyway, he's a pretty cool looking mural, forever in our heart. So we cross over 5th Street here, 5th and Main Avenue, to this building. We have another gas station. So we believe this is a Phillips 66. One of our relics here. Looks like our typical Phillips 66 from the 1940s, 1950s. Oblong box style design. Single bay garage. Right here. Got these big paned windows in the garage. Anyway, office here. This extended rounded canopy along the edges. And a pump island. See little slender poles there holding up the canopy. Anyway, and it's called Steve Gore Trading, Welding and Repairs. Across the street, this building here, that's called Smith's Cafe. This is the former Smith's Cafe diner, dates back to 1930s. Front door, large windows on the side. Used to be a big neon sign up front that's been fallen down. I think it might even still be there if we take a look. Anyway, the sign used to say cafe, but it looks like it's been all cleaned up. This here used to be a motel, probably called Muggs, not sure. It's got an L-shaped layout, gable roof building, stands in front of the property here. But the hotel is way in the back. We have some barking dogs. I don't want to bug them. That's pretty neat. So we'll head down. Our next door here looks like a little place of worship on Route 66. It's called the Shoe Shop. Ceramic shop. Anyway, it's all boarded up today. Beautiful sort of Spanish adobe facade in front, whitewashed. Anyway, you can't really peek inside because it's all boarded up today. One block down we have the Old Western Motel. Looks abandoned. Here's our neon sign. Used to say Western Motel. It's a lot higher up, way up there, but looks like it's been shortened down. This motel, built sometime in the 1930s. It's got a couple pink cabins left over. One of the ends got a gable roof. This one's got almost like a hipped roof. Here's our office. Right in front we have a old car here. Let's see what we have for Route 66. Isn't this beautiful? Those too bad it's abandoned. This looks great. Wow, got an old Plymouth here without the P. 1963. It's been abandoned here for quite some time. Just a great looking old car, bench seats in front. Holy smokes. So it's all locked up. You don't want to be trespassing anyway, but beautiful, beautiful old Western motel. Right out here in our cute little town of San Jon. This guy here is called the Old Route 66 Garage. It's on the south side of the highway. It's our last site we're going to see because there's really nothing left down there. Now I think this was originally our Shamrock station. Box shaped garage bay on the left here. Office on the right. And a stepped up roof from the office to the bays. That's pretty neat. Anyway, it's been repurposed for different businesses. All throughout the years, you see these overlays of paint from the different businesses, and the words up there was Wilson Motor Company on the east side of this building. And Route 66 Garage right here. Let's see if we can take a look inside without getting in trouble. We have some old abandoned cars out here, a couple trucks. Out this way used to be an old Exxon station. Anyway, it's not here anymore, so I can't tell you much about that. Here's our old Route 66 garage. We're not going to go inside, but we'll take a peek. We have, isn't this beautiful? Holy smokes, a little microwave back there, and inside this back area, service bay, looks like there was a fire here, or maybe it's just really old and beaten up. Inside the garage bay, see what we have in here. Oh my goodness, it's quite the scene. This is the east side. So he's got all these white overpaint. It's AAA here. It says Auto Parts. All right, up here it says Wilson Motor Company, Truck Flats, RV Repair, and inside is a complete disaster. Oh my goodness. These beautiful cars out here in a pile of tires. Here we have our City Hall building, the village of San Jon, where the best begins. How about that? Over here it's called San Jon Park. Free overnight parking. So on your Route 66 journey, you need a rest, you bring your little SUV or Sprinter van, a little sleeper here. You can spend the night for free. Here's our famous EAT sign, EAT. And nobody knows what was here. Probably a diner, but today it's like a shed with a service garage here, but it's abandoned right now. Great sign though, and a steel pole. Here, it used to say Shell. Got the Shell logo up there. Here's our abandoned Shell station. Looks a lot newer than Route 66. Anyway, maybe they got a little overzealous here. It's all closed up and might never have been opened, as far as I can tell. Out here is our Allsups, gasoline. There's a store in the back. Buy a bunch of provisions for your trip. You get your beer, your Coke, and all sorts of goodies. And this here is our water tower. Now to get to San Jon, this is Interstate 40. If you go this way, you'll hang a right. You'll go down to Route 66. We have our beautiful San Jon water tower way up there. That's pretty nice. And here we have welcome to San Jon, US, Route 66. And there you go, that's our little tour of Route 66 in San Jon. Not so much here, but they're beautiful relics. And I think you'd enjoy our little town. Everybody's very nice. Thanks for watching. Bye.